Hello, and welcome to NGB Business News, the greatest business news commentary channel on YouTube. And today's video is a little interesting because this is a topic that we really haven't touched on, in a little minute, because we really haven't gotten too much updates, especially about this person. And this special person today is Sam Bankman-fried. As you guys know, he was the former CEO of FTX, which collapsed, lost a bunch of regular people and rich people money, which made them very mad. And in this collapse, a lot of people lost a lot of money. A lot of people lost a lot of credibility. You guys already know about that. So I'm not really going to go into that. But as we know, I'm pretty sure he's still in jail. He's been essentially just, sitting in jail since his arrest. Let me know if I'm wrong and he got bailed out. But I'm saying that now he got hit with not one, not two, not three, but 4 new charges, people. So it is not looking good for our boy. You could almost say he's fried. Ha! You feel me? But yeah, guys, let's see what's going on with these 4 new charges. If you guys like business commentary and you guys just like topics like this, just talking about it, chopping it up in the comments and everything like that, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate, all you guys for doing that. It means a lot to me. Now, I'm not going to hold you guys up because I know you guys want to get into this article. I want to get into it kind of too because I'm like, it's kind of juicy. What 4 charges did this man now get? So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so it says FTX founder Sam Bankman-fried hit with 4 new criminal charges. As you guys know, that's what Sam Bankman-fried looks like. This might have been a younger picture of him. I feel like he had a little bit more weight on him, to be honest. Like, I think, he was looking a little thick around the time he got arrested. But let's get into it. Now it says FTX co-founder Sam Bankman-fried was hit Thursday with 4 new criminal charges, including ones related to commodities fraud. Oh, that's interesting. And making unlawful political contributions. Interesting, because you guys know he was actually known for giving a lot of money. A lot of people know he gave a lot of money to the Democratic Party, but he actually kind of underhandedly, but we didn't think so at the moment, did give a lot of money to the Republican parties as well. We knew him as a very charitable person before his downfall. It's kind of one of those things where you think somebody's so great, you think they're so special, and then you kind of see, the ugly. Now, in a superseding indictment filed in the New York federal court. Now it says a source familiar with the new count says that Sam Bankman-fried, or I guess they know him as SBF, which is interesting. I never knew him as that, and I've made probably 10 videos on the man. But could face an additional 40 years in prison if convicted in the case where he is accused of multiple schemes to defraud. Interesting. Now it says the new charging document lays out in greater detail Bankman-fried's alleged fraudulent conduct relating his cryptocurrency exchange FTX and the associated hedge fund Alameda Research, both of went bust in late 2022. As you guys know, a lot of people don't really know about Alameda Research, but yeah, that's pretty much him too. For the most part, they were associated with him. It's not his hedge fund. Now, the 12-count indictment also provides details of hundreds of political donations that Bankman-fried allegedly directed in violation of federal campaign finance laws. Bruh, this man, it's crazy too, because I feel like he looks like such a good guy. He seems like such a good guy and everything like that. Like I said, he made tons of charitable donations. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy, you never want to really discriminate, but he doesn't look or seem like the kind of guy that would be on this. But I mean, come on now. We already saw what was good with the collapse. Now, sorry guys. It says Bankman-fried is accused of stealing FTX customer deposits and using billions of dollars of those stolen funds to support FTX and Alameda's operations and investments. to fund speculative investments, to make charitable contributions, and to enrich himself, the indictment notes. We talked about like all the land that they had bought in the Bahamas. They had bought like millions and millions of dollars of land, for their offices, for his own place, multiple other employees, things like that. So it does make a lot of sense. As you guys know, when you're running something like a hedge fund, or in his case, no, not a hedge fund, because a hedge fund is effectively supposed to kind of trade. Something like a crypto exchange, when any money that you have brought in, you need to have money to combat that. You can't really just take that money and then use it and then try to give it back to the person, because what happens if you use it in a way that loses it? The person loses their money, but you know what I'm saying, when really they weren't even investing it, they were exchanging it. So imagine you put $100 in, they get $100, they gamble it, they trade it, they spend it on apartments, they spend it on drinks and girls or something like that. Now they got $10 and you come back for your $100 and they like, hey, I ain't got it. You better be suing. You feel me? You better be suing. Now it says he also tried to purchase influence over cryptocurrency regulation. Oh, this is interesting. In Washington, D.C., by steering tens of millions of dollars in illegal campaign contributions to both Democrats and Republicans, according to the new indictment, which was unsealed in U.S. District Court in Manhattan. So, wow, is this guy really, like, dang, it's, like, hard to think about him like that, but this guy might have been, like, a demon. Like, I'm trying to think about the dude. I was just watching a Netflix special on him. You guys know his name. He was one of Wall Street's biggest, like, fraud guys? Fraudsters? Can you call them fraudsters? And everything like that. But you really didn't expect this out of this man, and it's coming out that he was worse than ever. So probably, what I'm saying, pretty bad guy. And I almost hate to put that on him, just because, I don't know, he just never gave off those vibes. But like I said, evil doesn't have a certain look. And now it says, before the criminal case, SBF was known as a major donor to Democrats. Like, most people didn't even know he donated to Republicans. Now it says Bankman-fried, who remains free. Okay, so he is free. Okay, so he is free. All right, cool. Because I was wondering, I was like, I hadn't heard about him being released, but I did definitely hear and make a video about him being, arrested. But I was thinking it's a finance guy. Like, is he really, you know how it is when you're in finance, they kind of, you get a little leadway. Now, it says the new indictment adds yet more legal pressure on Sam Bankman-fried, who close associates FTX co-founder Jerry Wang and ex-Alameda CEO Caroline Ellison pleaded guilty in December to multiple fraud and other charges. Both Wang and Ellison are cooperating with the U.S. Attorney Office in Manhattan against Bankman-fried. They snitching. Snitching is such a big thing. I don't actually I'm not the one to be like, people shouldn't snitch and everything like that. I mean, I'm not really one for the snitching. I definitely understand. It's not gang politics out here, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like you shouldn't really rat out your bros. And if it's really your bro, that's the thing though. If it's really your bro, and let's say we're in a circumstance where there's drugs or something like that. I don't do drugs. But let's say there was a circumstance. I drink a little bit, got a little. But let's say there were drugs involved or something like that. If your friend is really your friend should not let you go down for his drugs. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be sitting there, really saying, hey, it's his. But if it's really your friend, he'll take the charge because he was the person who held the responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. And that's what I would expect out of my friends and everything like that. We wouldn't end up in those situations. But if we did, if I'm the person at fault, then I'm taking responsibility. And if my friend is at fault, then my friend should take responsibility. That's how it should really be. Not some type of situation where somebody has to end up in prison or in jail for years or months, off of you. Is that a true friend? That's what you really got to ask. Now, let's see. It says the new indictment accuses him of securities fraud, wire fraud, and multiple conspiracy accounts related to wire fraud on FTX customers and Alameda's lenders. illegal campaign. Dang, this man's getting hit with them charges. Boy, they not playing with this man. Money laundering. Dang, he's getting hit with everything. It's almost like, it sounds like a RICO charge, like a gang, or almost like a what are they called? Kind of like the Italian, like a mob charges almost. Operating in unlicensed money transmitting business, and of course, like how could you leave bank fraud out of it? Like how could you possibly leave bank fraud out of it? Now, Manhattan U.S. Attorney Damon Williams, in a statement on his new indictment, said, "We are hard at work and will remain so until justice is done." Like Trump said, done. Now, the charging document lays out how Bankman-fried allegedly operated an illegal straw donor scheme as he moved to use customers to run funds to run a multi-million-dollar political influence campaign. Interesting. Now it says Bankman-fried and fellow FTX executives combined to contribute more than 70 million. Dang. See, that's enough money to get, you know what I'm saying, to get the ball rolling. You know, you maybe, I think it's not like you give it straight to the campaign. You give it to one politician, you say, you know what I'm saying, you give him a few, you know what I'm saying, 500,000 or something. Like, hey man, you might want to vote this way. He like, shoot, I'm only making $250K a year. I might just have to take that. You know what I'm saying? So 70 million can be pretty influential if you really trying to push a political agenda, especially if it's like every year, every election or something like that. They're not going to want to play with you. They're not going to want to make you mad. They're going to take you real serious with that amount of money. You come in with 1 million, they're going to be like, bro, we ain't even got the time to possibly go to jail for you. 70 million, bro, you could be possibly changing some of these guys' lives in politics. You guys got to remember too, politicians, they make good money, but they don't really make anything crazy. It's not like politicians make, you know, 1, 2, 3 million a year. No, they normally make like what? Somewhere in between like 100K to 400K. It's more like a civil service, you know, in a way. Now it says the indictment claims that Bankman-fried and his co-conspirators made over 300 political contributions, totaling tens of millions of dollars that were unlawful because they are made in the name of a straw donor or paid for with corporate funds. Interesting. I didn't know that was a rule. So what is it like? Let me know if you guys know more about this. Our legal team, we'll have our legal team check into this. But is it like what if you have a corporation? Are you not allowed to? You're not allowed to kind of lobby, I guess I would say, in a way. If you guys don't know what lobby is, it's giving money, you know, to certain political organizations in order to push a political agenda. Now it says to avoid certain contributions being publicly reported in his name, he conspired and did have certain political contributions made in the name of 2 other FTX executives. Interesting. Okay. Now it says the document refers to one such example in 2022 when Bankman-fried and others agreed that him and his co-conspirators should contribute at least $1 million to a super PAC that was supporting a candidate running for the United States congressional seat and appeared to be affiliated with pro-LGBTQ issues. So he was giving money for LGBTQ. Let's see here. So contribute at least $1 million to a PAC that was supporting it. Okay. Well, I guess, I mean, even though it could possibly be for a good cause, I mean, I'm all for LGBTQ people having equal rights, for sure. So, I mean, I don't really think about it as a bad thing, but if it's done illegally, then, like, you know. Now, the group of conspirators, according to the document, selected an individual only identified in the document as CC1 or co-conspirator 1 to be the donor. However, in 2022, the then FTX director of engineering, Nishad Singh, contributed $1.1 million to the LGBTQ Victory Fund PAC, according to the Federal Election Commission filing. So he's shelling out these millions. He clearly didn't have no problem shelling out these millions, you know, to get what to push that agenda. Now it says Singh, who did not immediately respond. Oh my God, I swear every article. Like, I don't know. If you guys watch my videos, you guys know this irks me every time they say this, because they say this all the time. It's like the news media is coming at you negatively. Your lawyers are going to be telling you not to talk unless you're in a courtroom or you're doing an interview that is there, that your team has got you together to make you look good and everything like that. Why would you just be responding to an email or something like that when you're trying to stay out of prison? Like, I never get why they do that. It always irritates me. And you guys who really watch my videos, you know. And if you're watching right now, and drop your favorite wing flavor in the chat. It'll confuse people, because they'll be like, why are people just dropping their favorite wing channels and everything like that? Now, it says SBF's alleged campaign finance scheme included efforts to keep his contributions to Republicans dark, according to the new indictment. And the alleged straw donor scheme was coordinated, at least in part, through an encrypted auto-deleting. Oh, wow. See, this shows this. Well, let me finish then. Through an encrypted auto-deleting signal called donation processing through the indictment. And you guys got to think about it too, auto deleting and encrypted. Like, if you guys don't know what encrypted is, obviously it's like, imagine you take a word like bird and it switches all the words around and mixes it around to like ridder. You know what I'm saying? And so like when somebody sees it, they don't see bird. But once you send it off, it gets decrypted and it becomes bird again, so they can actually read it. It's essentially what you want to do when you don't want somebody to see what you're doing. And what's wrong with giving a donation? Why do you need to encrypt a donation? Why do you need a donation where it shows auto deletion? That obviously shows some type of malicious intent, or almost like you're hiding something. It's not necessarily a good look. Now, it says the document says another unnamed co-conspirator who publicly aligned himself with conservatives made contributions to Republican candidates that were directed by Sam Bankman-fried and funded by Alameda, the crypto tycoon's hedge fund. So did he own Alameda? I don't think he owned it, but I think he pretty much had a very high position or a very high partnership. Let me know, guys. Now, it says again, the document does not name the alleged second FTX co-conspirator who contributed to Republican candidates. Ryan Salami. I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful. Salame is what I'm going to call him. The co-CEO of FTX Digital Markets, a subsidiary of FTX, donated more than $20 million to Republicans during the 2022 election cycle, according to Open Secrets. Salame has not been charged with any wrongdoing. He could not be reached for comment. A spokesman for Salame, of course, as we already know, did not, return a request for comment. All right, guys. So we're seeing this all the time. We're seeing this all the time. Like, at this point, Sam Bankman-fried, he's kind of like, used to be Elon Musk, or kind of Google right now, where every time you hear a news report, it's never anything positive. He made a lot of rich people very angry, and when you mess around with the poor or the lower or the middle class, you're not gonna deal with these type of problems. But when you play with rich people's money, they gonna make sure you go down. And he played with a lot of rich people's money, so we already know Sam Bankman-fried is probably gonna go down. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's probably gonna end up going down. He just got hit with 4 more charges. These charges are bad. We will see in wire fraud. It sounds almost like they was running a gang operation, money laundering. Like, come on, and everything like that. Also, he's playing with politics, which even makes it even more sticky. It's just nasty. So, guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know what you guys think about this whole FTX situation and everything like that. Even coming down to the YouTubers that were promoting it, to the celebrities that were promoting it. Do you guys think Sam Bankman-fried's going to get prison time for this? Do you think he's going to be able to get away scot-free? Because, he does, I don't know how much money he could have now. Can't be much, and it's probably going to pay off people. He's probably going to be broke, but do you guys think but he could still afford lawyers right now. Do you guys think he's going to end up in prison, or you guys think it's going to be one of those situations where, it's kind of like a very harsh, it will clearly be an extremely harsh, but still a slap on the wrist. So I want to know what you guys think. Also, like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Help me, help you, so I can keep bringing you guys this content. I love making YouTube videos and everything like that, and I would really love for us to get those conversations really going. So if there's anything you want to say, even if you just want to say hi or you want to talk about what's going on, I'll definitely respond and let you know what I think, give you my opinion. We can have some conversations. There's some great people that I've had some great conversations with since starting this channel. And I hope you guys have a great day. And think about it. You get to go to sleep in your bed tonight and kind of relax. That's a lot better than Sam Bankman-fried, because I swear he is probably sweating 24/7.